Captain on the bridge.
All right, here we go, Captain. Yes, let's go. Red alert. All right, Captains, we are back on the bridge, and today we got the trailer for Pike. Mentioned this before, I was more excited for number one and especially for Pike. So we're gonna watch the trailer, then we're gonna drop our two ECs. That's what we're gonna do on screen. I'm excited. Here we go.
Unauthorized trips into non-Federation space. Someone's playing fast and loose with the rules today.
Who, me? The Boy Scout. I know exactly how and when my life ends.
Knowledge of death is vital for effective leadership.
I can't stop seeing it.
Would make me hesitant.
How will it live in me?
Unauthorized trips
Okay.
into
Wow. Dang. Okay, Captains. I mentioned this before and most of all the trailers. Soon as I saw Pike and then felt the presence that he brought in Discovery, like myself, other captains wanted a Pike-centric show. And we're getting it. Now, of course, in Discovery, they did show, and they showed it in the trailer here, they showed him at the end state that he is going to eventually be at when we see him in the TOS. I am loving how they're making it part of him. And there's just so many things here that I loved about this trailer. So one thing is here, the first.
non-Federation space. Someone's playing fast and loose with the rules today.
Who, me?
Like when he's talking, there's this sort of humbleness in him. And this is like that confidence in his crew that I was talking about in the previous trailers that we were going over. He feels like a true leader, like a true captain, and I love it. Look at him. He's the captain. He's going on a mission, right? And, just kind of just scuffing it off, but he would rather take the matters in his own hands. And I love that. I really do.
The Boy Scout.
The Boy Scout. Here he is on his chair, the famous, I call it a cubicle when I first saw this chair in TOS. Call it a cubicle. Again, I still think that the bridge is way too big, but I gotta get over it. Triz's gotta get over it. Like, look at that confident smile. It's a smile, and it kind of sort of goes into in this trailer where he finds himself thinking of his end. And there's that doubt, but yet look at him. He's being that captain that a crew would need, especially the crew of the Enterprise, and that's why he's getting this show. And that's why I kind of reacted the way I did with Kirk when they showed him like being in season 2 already. It's too early to say. There's an early reaction. I'll say I was a prisoner of the moment, but I just want more Pike, and I hope they don't just fast track it to the handoff to the TOS crew, because I really want to give Pike a shot in terms of exploring the backstory, because all these trailers are giving me like the feel that all these characters are going to get huge backstories, and I love that, because there's still going to be pew-pews, obviously there's still going to be action scenes, but it seems like they're really driving the aspect of building up the character's history and backstory, and I love that. I really do. I've said I love that a lot, but I don't know what other word I can use other than yes. Well, I could. There he is. Oof. Again, just the respect and love. Look at that aft. That aft. So good. Sorry, Gappins. I get a little excited. Just a little. It's good. It looks so good. The Enterprise just looks so good. Of course, it was the first trailer we saw him. I believe they were like sort of calling him back, possibly. Not sure where this is it in the story, but it was kind of hinting that he was off. They want him back. You got the man beard going on.
I know exactly.
I'm not sure if this is his quarters. He got some fire going on there. He doesn't care.
Exactly how and when.
Here we go. See, this scene was from Discovery when he touched those crystals on Borath, I believe, and that's actually in Star Trek Online. Again, the acting chops. Look at this. This was when he didn't even know he was gonna get, you know, his own show, but I feel his emotion with his acting, and kind of makes me want to look into his acting career just a little bit more. But yeah, this was pretty horrifying. Like, look at that. Like, we put that in the thumbnail, captains, just, you know, just to show, and for him to say, and we'll go over here when he says it.
Knowledge of death is vital.
See, he says it here.
Life ends. Exactly how and when my life ends.
See, he says it here.
I know exactly how and when my life ends.
See, I know exactly how and when my life ends. He knows that that's weighing on him, and there's always gonna be that decision. He doesn't know. He's actually not afraid to open up, you know, to Spock there. Again, the place is on fire. He doesn't care.
Knowledge of death is vital for effective leadership.
I like what Spock said there. I really do. And
Knowledge of death is vital for effective leadership.
vital for effective leadership. So they're really going to play up Pike's leadership. And again, that is why a lot of us reacted the way we did when we saw Pike on Discovery, because he's oozing that captain. Okay, am I fanboying over him? I'm not, right? Maybe just a little. I may have a captain crush. What?
I can't stop seeing it.
He can't stop seeing it. It's weighing on his mind. Look at that. He's sitting in his chair and he's looking at that. That you know, in real life, when you have something that bugs you, it really does sort of take over, and you start thinking it to the nth degree. And I think he's gonna really pull it off. In my opinion, I'm hoping. Again, I'm trying to curb it, but it's so hard. It's so hard.
Would make me hesitant.
Okay, it will make me hesitant. There you go. Again, that's, to me, that's someone questioning their ability is a good leader to me, in my opinion. Yeah, there was some pew-pews here that was happening here. There's that ship again, the different angle here, but let's play that again here. That was good.
Make me hesitant. How will it live in me?
I'll live in him. So again, he's sort of really questioning all that is going to happen before that time. But I feel like there's going to be a huge sort of support for him, especially after he opens up. If anything, from Spock himself, sort of encouraging him, you know, sort of being there for him. And Spock is going to be his sort of soundboard where he can just, you know, I know obviously number one is there, but they're going to show the connection to Spock, because of course Spock is going to move on when the TOS crew, the original TOS crew, comes and takes over. So, wow, I know it was only 30 seconds, but captains, that was packed and a lot with goodness that it's, again, I'm lost for words, because I'm only watching this for the first time, captains. I'd rather give my true reaction. I wanted to wait until I get here on the bridge with you, Cap, so that we can look at it, discuss it, and be real about it, you know, because as soon as this was announced, Strange New Worlds, I will say I was hopeful, because it was all because of what Pike brought to Discovery. Just that little, those episodes that he was in, he brought so much presence. And I'm feeling that in every scene that he's been in, I'm feeling his presence. And it's just so refreshing to have an actual feeling of confident in the captain. I'm not saying anything bad towards anything. Again, this is all just TV stuff. But for us, of course, hardcore Trekkie fans, and I don't even count myself hardcore because I don't really know a lot. But regardless, when it comes for my love for Star Trek, I've always said this. First is the ships, and that's why I love them giving the Enterprise some love here. Second is the characters, and then third is the story and or episodes. So the characters, their backgrounds still do play a lot of why I love Star Trek, especially in Pike, that I'm feeling and seeing across all these trailers. Like he's sprinkling a little bit of Pike here and there, and that's like what a good leader does, in my opinion. He's always has his pulse on his crew, checking up on them, giving them words of encouragement, even though he's doubting himself. And that dynamic could really make for some could make for some good TV, good Star Trek. So there's captains, there's my two ECs. Again, it's hard to really stay leveled here about what this is. I am not sure if I will be continuing to cover these trailers. Captains, let me know if you want me to do these continuously in terms of these trailers, not just for Strange New Worlds, but some of the other Star Trek stuff. I know Picard is there, but to me, I mentioned that I am more of a Star Trek Online content creator / captain, and you can tell on our channel here, which, by the way, captains, like this video, comment in the section below, subscribe to the bridge here so that we can further reach other like-minded captains. But having said that, seeing the ships here, obviously, and all the pew-pews, the costumes, that's what we want. That's what I want in Star Trek Online. So everything that we've seen here, and according to the producer, executive producer Al Rivera, he wants everything that we've seen eventually on screen into stone. That's probably not going to happen just because of how time constraints and how long things take. But there's always that want. Now, with Picard happening right now, they've gone back in time. Yeah, there's going to be those costumes here and there, but I'm more concentrated and feel like we'll get more stuff from Strange New Worlds on top of the other things that we'll get from Picard, like the ships, stuff like that. My interview there with the community manager, Star Trek Online, Mike Fathom, shout out to you, sir. He mentioned that we were supposed to get the Stargazer. So I covered a lot of that. And captains, by the way, we're going to have another video come out of me covering the Star Trek Picard fleet. It's going to be a little late, but again, we've been sort of busy covering other things like Strange New Worlds and the other videos that we already had recorded. And we're just trying to release out so that we don't just blot out all at once. But I'm in. I'm sold. I can't wait for this. I'm not sure if I'm going to binge watch it or watch it per piece, but we will try to do our very best to, if we have 2 ECs to drop, we will drop them ECs. But captains, I'd like to say thank you so much for checking these trailer reactions out. The conversation, the comments has been great. I appreciate all the comments that have been left. I'm trying to get to every one of them as soon as I can, but I'm loving how not only am I able to share my love for Star Trek, but you captains are sharing it with me, and I totally appreciate that. I'm humbled. And again, thank you so much, captains. We'll leave it on this note until the next vid.
Live long and prosper.